Wow. Hello, Professor Wyatt.
Grace Hargreaves. Did I startle you?
I didn't recognize you for a minute. And you know, with all these girls sort of disappearing.
Right. Well, what are you doing here alone?
Just on my way home. My car is right there, around the corner.
Want me to walk you over?
That's very nice of you. But I'll be okay now. Good night, Professor.
Good night.
Having trouble, miss?
My car won't start.
Like me to give it a try?
Yeah, thanks.
Well, where are they, Captain? What do you really think?
Who's had time to think? The unit wasn't even aware of the problem here until it broke in your campus newspaper. 6 co-eds disappearing in the space of how long?
4 months. Even so, undercover police on a university campus. It's very bad. We've had it here before, Captain, with nasty repercussions.
Now, look, Chancellor, we're not here to bust kids for selling pot or stealing bicycles. We're trying to find out why it can cost a girl her life to attend college here.
Are you saying these girls were murdered?
I can't say that yet, but I'm not ruling it out either. All I'm saying is it's a terrible thing for people to be living through. And I'm asking myself how I would feel if I had a daughter attending classes here.
You've made your point. All right. We'd better let the captain's unit do whatever it is they have to do.
Thank you, sir.
Yes? Hi, I'm Kate. I saw your notice up on the board and, well, I was going to call you tonight. Did you find a roommate?
Well, not exactly. I don't know. I've had roommates before and it didn't work out. Maybe it's me.
Well, now, come on. Don't you believe in try again?
Look, why don't you take the card? And I tell you what, in a couple of weeks, if you haven't found the room you want, why don't you give me a call then?
What are we waiting for?
Well, I might as well be frank. I'm starting a relationship with somebody. Anyway, I think I am, so a roommate might not be such a good idea just now. But if this thing doesn't work out, then I'd like to try a roommate again, okay?
I hope it works out.
So do I.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much.
Charlie, I want a hamburger, and this time hold the onions.
I already put them on.
Well, take them off.
That'll be 15 cents extra.
Why?
Labor charge.
Oh, I'd better get this back.
Who's your friend?
Oh, it's just another girl who lives alone, or lived alone. She's not sure yet.
No, not her. I'm not talking about her. That dude over there. He's been eyeing you.
Do you think he finds me attractive?
I think he'd like to find you alone.
Let's find out. Sure, I love to go for drives. Nice long ones. In my own car.
Car? I've got a great car.
What's so great about your car?
Look, don't knock it before you try it.
Famous last words.
Also, I know of a place we can stop for a drink later that you're just gonna love.
And what am I gonna love about this place?
Well, you'll know that when you get there, won't you?
Harry, you'd really have to be in a mood to fall for that one. I think I'm in it. Come on.
So that joker,
What joker?
Roach Coach, he's following us.
I don't see him.
Oh, you don't, huh? You bought a hamburger from him you didn't even eat. So long, baby. What do you want?
What did you want?
You know, you're a man.
What are you? Tell me about Grace Hargreaves.
I never heard of her.
Marianne Greer.
Marianne who?
Peggy Bancroft. Ida Mae King. All right, let's take them one by one. Ida Mae King disappeared July 20th. Peggy Bancroft, July 29th. Marianne Greer, August 14th. Grace Hargreaves, just this last Friday night.
Hey, slow down, slow down. Boy, did you dial the wrong number. I just got out of jail at the end of August.
What were you in for?
Hey, she told me she was over 18. She looked over 30.
Hello, Evers. Yes, I did ask to be kept posted on all those disappearances, including Seattle. Thanks, I'll meet the plane. My name is Evers. I'm with the police department.
Great. I haven't had any sleep since I left Seattle, and I just flew to Macau to identify a girl's body. We were supposed to be married one time.
I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm sorry to bother you after all you've been through. I'm sorry about the girl. You go on telling me all the other things I could be sorry about, but we'd never get any sleep at all.
Okay, Captain. What can I do for you?
Do you believe she committed suicide?
Yes, from what the police said. She was in a brothel there, and they found her in a bay.
Did she have any suicidal tendencies back in Seattle?
No, but she had no tendencies to become a prostitute either. Captain, I knew her. We had a fight, and I split. But I would have come back to her, and she knew that. How could Ellen become a prostitute? But it happened to her, so I have to figure one day she looked in the mirror and she jumped.
Do you have any idea how it could have happened to her?
No, no idea. But I don't see how she ever could have done it by herself.
My God. Is that what it is?
In summary, then, we must say that to violate the inviolable is the right, indeed the duty, of the investigative journalist. Well, in theory, in America at least, there are no sacred cows to the Fourth Estate, but in England it's somewhat different. There we have a society ruled by unwritten laws, the prime one being, thou shalt not rock the boat. Yes, Miss Gordon.
Why did you rock the boat?
Well, now, tell me, is my memory failing me, or was part of your next assignment to read up on your instructor? No, it's all right. I mean, it's no secret. I may Tell you all about it someday. That's all. Go on. Why did you ask that question?
Just to see if I could.
Could what?
You said in your lecture last week, if you force yourself to go through the motions, soon you'll feel the corresponding emotions. I wanted to find out if I could feel like an investigative journalist. Do you think I'll make it?
Now, you expect me to say you're much too shy.
Well, everybody else does.
You weren't shy about digging up my checkered past.
That didn't take much. The library has the London Times on microfilm since the Battle of Hastings.
But this was just an exercise in journalism.
No, not just. If this relationship, whatever we're into, is going to mean anything, then I think we should be interested in learning all about each other, shouldn't we?
If I had any character, I would never have had anything to do with you outside of class.
Why not?
Simply because you're in my class. It's like doctors taking the Hippocratic Oath, you know. Not seducing females in houses they enter to heal the sick.
Well, I think better not.
No, go on. Force yourself to go through the motions.
Well, I think it's about time the females had something to say about it.
Disappears from Seattle and turns up a hooker in Macau. Now, how does that add up to white slavery?
Well, two other girls disappeared from Seattle around the same time.
Yeah, I know, but I'm having a credibility problem with this white slavery business. I mean, is it really going down anymore?
You don't like the term, call it traffic in forced prostitution. If you don't buy it, maybe you better read up a little. Bulletin from Interpol.
Request information relating to below-named women, all young and of prosperous Belgian families who disappeared and were allegedly seen later in brothels in the Congolese Republic.
Well, what would be operating here? Worldwide ring?
The demand, somebody's going to supply it. How many girls disappear in this country from time to time? I mean, how many items do you remember like this one? A girl's car breaks down on a freeway. Last seen by the highway patrol awaiting assistance, never seen again. No ransom demand, no body, just disappears.
People knew about this, they'd be screaming.
I don't understand how they can get a girl to be useful to them when she doesn't want to be.
There is such a thing as thought control. The mind being reprogrammed to give up basic beliefs in exchange for totally foreign, even repugnant ideas. Drugs being kept in total darkness, the subject loses all contact with reality. Food and water are withheld and granted as a reward for cooperation. Sooner or later, they all cooperate. Especially a lonely girl who's been convinced by her programmer that he's her only friend.
So you can see I had a pretty good life all laid out for me then. Another 3 years as a reporter in London, then maybe 5 to 10 as a foreign correspondent for the Times or Reuters, then back to London in an editor's post. So when they scotched that for me, I had to find a good life in another way.
And you feel teaching is the way?
It can be if you can make it pay decently.
You're so calm about the people who ruined your career. Don't you hate them for it?
It's your thing, isn't it?
What?
Hate.
How can you say that?
I just get the impression you don't care very much for most people.
Well, maybe most people don't care very much for me.
Including your parents. No, I remember you telling me you don't get in touch with them that often.
Well, they're divorced. My mother travels a lot with various friends. She writes to me, I write back. She sends me a check, I thank her. Mostly I get by on student loans. Oh, she lives in Seattle, your old territory.
Mine?
Didn't you teach there last year?
Oh. Does your father live in Seattle, too?
No. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen him since I was 4 years old. I'm not sure where he lives just now.
In other words, you know more about me than you do about your own father.
is. Can we talk with you for a minute? He's all yours.
I don't know what this is all about, but if you think somebody's going to pay ransom for me, I've got news for you. Nobody's going to pay ransom for me.
Somebody's sure gonna pay something. Let's take her in, Pierce.
Don't damage merchandise, see?
What I see, maybe Wyatt picked the wrong one. She's gonna hang tough like that. She's not gonna be no good.
Oh, she's gonna be just fine. By the time Wyatt gets through with her, she'll be just as soft and sweet as any of the others.
Yeah, I came to work a little early. It was about 7:30. She wasn't here. Machine was here kicking the balls out on an empty court. It was kind of weird.
She lived alone. That's the M.O. Ordinarily, nobody would report her missing for days.
How'd you get it so fast?
The university's calling in all absentees. They got 20 telephone operators checking them out. Here.
Beth Gordon. You want to know something? Kate was talking to her. She's another girl who advertised for a roommate.
If that machine was still running when you got here, how much time had elapsed since a girl started it?
About 10 minutes, give or take a little. Why don't you ask those cops if they saw her?
What cops?
There was a police car in the neighborhood. I saw it when I drove up.
Affirmative. Put this out as a hot shot. I want a rundown on every black and white within a 2-mile radius of the university between 7 and 8 a.m.
I suppose you're curious to know where the ship is going. Well, eventually to the Gulf of Siam and the mouth of the Chao Phraya River, where you'll be transferred to a lighter craft and taken to the fabulous city of Bangkok. You ever been there?
Why me? I just want to know why.
Oh, you'll like Bangkok. You'll have a nice, easy life there if you do what you're told. If you don't, you won't like it at all, I can assure you.
Will you please, please, for God's sake, just tell me what this is all about?
Well, you must have some idea. What do you think you'll be doing to earn that nice, easy life there?
Oh, no. Oh, this has got to be unreal. I don't believe it.
Well, you better believe it.
That's it? That's what you're doing to me?
Well, don't take it personally. It's just the business I mean.
I can't. I can't be what you want. I couldn't if I tried. I'd get sick to my stomach all the time.
Don't you remember what I said in the classroom? Force yourself to go through the motions, and soon you will begin to feel the corresponding emotions.
I won't do it.
You'll change your mind once you realize that you have no choice and that you can't escape anymore. I mean, suppose you could get out of the chair, out of the cabin, run up on deck. You couldn't swim the couple of 100 miles back to the shore, now could you?
The ship's that far out?
Oh, you slept for a long time after we sailed. I only come along to keep my girls in the proper frame of mind. I get off at the next port of call. You must excuse me now. There are more girls on board, and they all need attention.
Bars here.
Okay, bring the other one out.
Hot.
Yes, isn't it?
How many you got?
One. Well, two, actually, but one's not quite ready yet.
Watch your step on the gangway, dear.
Thank you, Inga.
This one's ready, huh? She's not going to give us any trouble.
No trouble at all. I'll show you. How are you today, Grace?
I'm all right.
There's a gentleman to your left. What do you say to him?
Hello.
A little more than that, please.
I'm glad to see you.
Something missing? Now there's a gentleman to your right.
Hello. I'm glad to see you.
Now, has it been explained to you exactly where we are?
No?
Well, we're in Mexico. A little place called Guerrero Negro, about 400 miles south of the border. There's nobody here except salt miners who don't speak a word of English. Do you understand the point?
Yes?
All you're going to do here is change ships. These gentlemen will take you across the harbor to the new ship, which will take you all the way to Bangkok.
Please?
I thought you said you wanted to go.
Yes.
Good. Bon voyage.
They want 3 more by the end of the month.
3? I've taken 6 from here already. I never worked one place for so many.
What can I tell you? They want 3 more.
Well, there's a new one inside. She'll be ready in 3 or 4 days. 2 more. You know, it takes weeks to find and prepare each one of them.
If I were you, I'd just deliver.
Help! Somebody help me! Aide-moi! Ayúdame! SOS! Somebody help me!
Who do you think is going to hear you?
I can hope, can I? I can hope that there's a sailor on this tub with a grain of decency.
How would you like something to drink?
You know what you can do with your something to drink. You're only teasing me again. But if you're not, then yes, please, I would like something to drink.
You have to sit quiet for 2 hours. That's the rule. Then I can give you a drink. If you want something to eat, you have to stay quiet till Mr. Wyatt comes back. Then maybe he'll feed you. He's the only one.
I thought he liked me. Oh, what a fool. What a fool. I thought he liked me.
Yes.
What's happening? Nice place you got here.
Yes, this is the department's idea on how a poor student will live.
Anybody call you?
Mm-hmm. Got lots of calls. I got 2 genuine, 3 doubtful, and 4 obscene.
Any offers for a one-way ticket to the Orient?
No, not in so many words, and I'm beginning to get discouraged. It's not good for a girl's ego to be passed over like this.
Hang in there, sweetheart. They're gonna snatch you yet. What's the range on this thing, 5 miles?
It's 2, so stay close when the time comes.
I'll be right behind you. Where do I sleep?
At home, the time hasn't come yet.
All right, I'll settle for a cup of coffee then.
That you can have.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Oh, I've been watching you the last couple of days. Do you always eat your lunch alone?
Story of my life.
I'm, Colin Wyatt, a very, very unimportant member of the faculty.
You lecture in journalism, right?
How'd you know?
It seems you have quite a fan club, in and out of class.
But you're not in any of my classes.
How do you know?
Oh, I'd have remembered. Would you like to take the blindfold off?
Yes.
Let me.
Now. Oh, why those stupid tears?
I thought you liked me.
No, you didn't. Not really. Nobody likes you. Because you don't like anybody, isn't that true?
No.
Well, it's true enough anyway. You don't care very much for your parents. You don't have any friends who mean very much to you. Let me ask you something. What is there about this life that you've been living that you should mind giving up? Nothing. It's all been a very hostile world for you. And isn't it possible that you may get to like your new life a lot better? Huh? Oh, answer me.
How could it be better if it couldn't be much worse?
Oh, don't say that. I'm not as bad as some in the business, you know? I mean, I could fill my girls full of drugs, turn them into addicts. So they'd do anything to get a fix.
Why don't you?
Because a zombie isn't worth as much on the market. But it could happen to you. And don't forget it. You will be watched and guarded wherever you're taken. You'll never be given the chance to get away, so even if you're tempted to try or tempted not to do what you're told, remember what can happen to you. Be smart. Do what I did when my life changed. Adjust. Force yourself to go through the motions, and soon well, you know it. Now, come on. What is it? And soon...
You will feel the corresponding emotions.
Very good. Very good.
Who's your boyfriend?
What boyfriend?
The guy you had lunch with on the grass today?
Oh, that was Colin Wyatt. He's a member of the faculty. And Charlie, let's not annoy him, please.
Why?
Because he's promised to take me to a decent place for lunch tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go to the car while I can still walk. My feet are killing me.
Parking permits, miss. Want to show us yours?
is Task Force G. This is MW3. The snatch is on. The unit's transmitting loud and clear. Pass me through to Captain Evers. They're heading north on Vinewood. I'm staying well back.
Okay, Charlie. All other units, stay well back. This is a tail, not a bust. My name is Evers. I'm with the police department. I'd like to talk to you about one of the missing girls.
Oh, really?
Beth Gordon. She was a student in one of your classes. I know. We're so hard up for a lead, we're talking to anybody who had any contact with those girls.
Beth Gordon. Well, if you're down to the classroom contacts I had, you really are in bad shape.
You're absolutely right. You know, in talking to some of the students, we find that your contact might not have been entirely in class.
After-school chats, strolls across the campus.
That's all?
I've got to drop these exam papers off at administration.
I'll go with you. Just anything you can remember her telling you about her background, her boyfriends, past or present?
Oh, you mean, for example, say, ex-boyfriend, rejected, might have wanted to harm her.
Right.
She's never mentioned anyone like that.
Well, what did she talk about?
Well, actually, we spoke mostly about me. Now, she was fascinated by my career in Britain. No, not about me personally, but about the laws affecting journalism, which is so different over there.
No, you mean the law that forbids a newspaper from printing the name of a criminal defendant.
Suppose you were an investigative journalist. Now, here's this chap with an awfully good family name arrested for murder. Now, you know the name, but your very proper paper won't let you print it. So you leak it to the Dispatch. The murderer gets off. You wind up in the dock of the Old Bailey, serve a year in prison, and are never allowed to work in journalism again. Wouldn't you be angry?
Are you still angry about it, Mr. Wyatt?
Damn right I am. I'm entitled to be.
You knew the law. You're just teed off you didn't get away with breaking it. I wouldn't call that anger.
Oh, you don't?
No, sir. No, I wouldn't. What I call anger is what a decent person feels about stealing girls off the streets, about the degradation, the brutality of it. That's what I call anger. Thanks for your time, Mr. Wyatt. He knows Kate is missing.
How do you know he knows?
Didn't Kate tell you that Wyatt was going to take her to lunch today?
Yeah.
I was with him from 12:15 till 2 o'clock. He never made a move to meet her. He's getting a call.
Hello, Bar. Now listen to me. Tell them they will not get 3. No, I just don't want to spend that much time here. They will get 2. They will be ready in a few days, and I'll let you know when to pick them up. No. No troubles. I'm finishing my lectures, and I have the feeling I should get the hell out of here.
You think Kate's okay?
I think she's alive.
Beth, it's Kate, remember? Come on, get up.
How did you get here?
I got here the same way you did. Now we're both gonna get out of here.
I don't think you understand. We can't get off the ship. We've been at sea for days.
This is an old tub that has never left the dock. We're 2 steps from dry land. Come and look.
It doesn't make any difference. We can't get away.
We can try.
I don't want to try. I don't want him to put me in the chair and tie my hands and cover my eyes. He kept me like that for days and days. I don't want to go back to that.
Stop talking and start running.
He'll catch us. Don't you understand? And you don't know what else he'll do. He'll put us on drugs. Drugs. Can't you hear me? They turn you into a zombie.
Beth, we can make it. Now you've got to come with me.
Why should I go anywhere with you?
Because I'm a police officer. Now come on.
Mr. Wyatt hears you trying to run away with her.
You're not going to tell him that.
You bet your little arm I'm going to tell him. And do you know what he's going to do to you then?
I don't want him to put me in the chair and tie my hands and cover my eyes. I don't want him to turn me into a zombie.
You should have thought of that before.
It wasn't my fault. She made me.
Yeah? How'd she do it?
She told me she's a cop.
Got another call.
Hello? Yes, Pierce, what is it? How do you know that? Just hold on a second. How'd they make her? Well, I can't see anyone, but we'd better play it safe, so get rid of her.
Me? Forget it. I don't do that type of job.
No, not you personally. Call our 2 pickup men. They do that kind of thing. They're both wanted for it. Call them now. Now, don't use that phone. Use another one. Tell them to go to the place and do their number, and then you clear out. No, I am not coming out there because I might very well be leading the police.
What are we gonna do for a line on where in the hell she is?
We go out and get one. Captain Evers, I want a conference call with all commanding officers of all enforcement agencies in this region.
Roger, Air 21. You have officers code 7 on Ventura, and they check out. Control to Air 12. Regarding unit proceeding north on Vine. Do you have the unit in sight? Roger, Air 6. That sector has been covered. Will you cover due west?
This is Air 21. Put me through to Captain Evers.
How'd
you spot him, order every righteous black and white off the street?
Is that them?
That's not them.
Every black and white in the county's got tape on its roof.
Everyone except theirs.
Look.
Stay back, we don't want to spook them.
Turning north on Bayside. Units 9 and 10. Pick up Bayside at Glenwood. That'll put you 2 miles behind them.
Turning west on Ocean View.
Inga, they're coming! You, outside. Come on. You stay here.
Get the gun, Beth! Get the gun!
Beth, give me that gun.
Do what she says, or you know what White'll do to you.
Give it to me.
You really blew it this time, lady.
Come on. Come on, get moving. Both of you. Out there. Come on. Hurry up.
I thought you said just the cop.
I changed my mind. That one ain't right for the market either.
It's all the same to me. Come on, let's go, let's go.
Stay exactly where you are, all of you.
Now, although this will be our last meeting, I have no intention of trying to leave you laughing. As journalists, you will be constantly reminded of your responsibilities to be fair and objective. But there is no such thing as total objectivity. We are biased, we're opinionated.
And because as journalists we have the means to communicate these biases, we're powerful and can be dangerous. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye and good luck. I never did get the chance to let you finish telling me what you felt about the British law.
I'll finish it right now. We've got an American law that's going to get you 20 years. One thing about the type, they usually make very cooperative defendants.
I mean, once he adjusts to his new circumstances.
I'm betting he'll give us a line on his whole operation. Maybe we can locate the girls he shipped overseas.
I wonder how many of them were afraid of people, and that's why he picked them.
Look, why don't you put another roommate wanted card on the bulletin board? This time I'll bet you picked the right one.
Yes, why don't I do that, Captain? I have an idea. I'll be a little better with other people now. Thanks to all of you. Let's keep in touch.